Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the special meeting of the Salisbury City Council on May 7, 2018. I would ask everyone please to silence all electronic devices. If during the meeting an emergency should arise, please exit in an orderly manner, make a right-hand turn and go down the stairs. If that exit is blocked for some reason, please make a left-hand turn and then a right-hand turn and go down the stairs. Please do not use the elevators at any time. If you need assistance, please ask and we'll be happy to provide it to you. At this time, I would like you to join me for a moment of silent meditation. Thank you. Please rise now and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Mayor, we have a proclamation.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. So this is a proclamation, and I've got two copies of them because we have two special people here. This is a proclamation that celebrates a week where we're going to acknowledge someone who, actually two people, who work very, very hard for not only our citizens, but for the City Council in particular. And it is Municipal Clerks Week, and we have the two best in the state of Maryland, in Kim Nichols and Diane Nelson, and or Diane Carter, excuse me. So we are incredibly excited to be able to acknowledge them and their service to our community. And I can tell you, as a former council president, they make or break your success. And fortunately for us, they're always making it. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to read this proclamation, then I'd love for those two ladies to come up. The office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world, and the office of municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants. The office of the municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens of Salisbury, the city, and agencies of government at other levels. Municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. And municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, county, and international professional organizations. And the City of Salisbury, out of gratitude for Master Municipal Clerk Kim Nichols and Certified Municipal Clerk Diane Carter's remarkable service, believes it to be most appropriate that we recognize their accomplishments and the accomplishments of the office of the municipal clerk. Now, therefore, I, Jacob Day, Mayor of the City of Salisbury, do hereby designate the week of May 6th through May 12th, 2018 as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Kim Nichols, and our municipal clerk, Diane Carter, for their vital services that they perform and their exemplary dedication to Salisbury's community. Ladies, would you... Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Nice green, by the way.
Hey, we got the memo.
I should turn it over.
Do we need to lean too?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I will second that. They managed, in spite of my efforts, they managed to keep me out of trouble, which is sometimes difficult. But they are probably the two most efficient ladies that I've had the pleasure of working with. And thank you very much on behalf of myself and the council.
Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion to adopt the legislative agenda as presented.
So moved.
Seconded.
Ms. Jackson, Mr. Rudisil. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. At this time, we have three public hearings, but I'm going to split them up. I would like to have anyone who wishes to speak from the audience, please rise to be sworn in by the city clerk.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2482.
So moved.
Ms. Jackson?
Seconded.
Mr. Rudisville? Mr. Tillman?
Okay, this is the hearing on the constant yield rate, and the ordinance is 2482, an ordinance appropriating the necessary funds for the operation of the government and administration of the city of Salisbury, Maryland, for the period July 1, 2018 to July 30th, June 30th, 2019. Establishing the levy for the general fund for the same fiscal period, establishing an appropriation for the water and sewer, parking authority, city marina, and storm water funds. Be it ordained by the city of Salisbury, Maryland, that the amounts listed in Schedule A operating budget appropriations are hereby appropriated for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2018, and ending June 30th, 2019, to fund operations of the city of Salisbury, Maryland. Be it further ordained by the city of Salisbury, Maryland, that the amounts listed in Schedule B capital project appropriations are hereby appropriated for capital projects, and be it further ordained by the city of Salisbury, Maryland, that the amounts listed in Schedule T anticipated grant funds are hereby appropriated for the grants listed, and the mayor is authorized to enter into any necessary agreements or memoranda in order to receive and expend these funds. Be it further ordained that the tax levy be, and the same is hereby set, at $0.9832 per 100 of assessed valuation of all real property, and at $2.81 per 100 of assessed valuation for all personal property categorized as railroads and utilities, and at $2.40 per 100 of assessed valuation for all other personal property subject to taxation by the city of Salisbury for general fund purposes, including debt service exclusive of revenues derived from water and sewer fund for debt service purposes attributed to water and sewer activities. And two, all taxes levied by this ordinance shall be liens from and after July 1, 2018, and shall be due and payable as specified in Title 14 of the Tax Property Article of the Annotated Code of Maryland as amended. And be it further ordained by the city of Salisbury that a public hearing be held this afternoon, and be it further ordered by the city of Salisbury, this ordinance shall take effect upon final passage at a future date.
Thank you, Mr. Tillman. I want to point out that I was in error. We really don't need this is a public hearing only, not the vote. So I think probably the best way to do it would be to rescind the motion.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Ms. Jackson, will you rescind your motion?
I rescind the motion to ordinance 2482.
Mr. Rudisil?
So moved.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, anyone who wants to speak on this motion, please go to the podium, state your name.
My name is Riley Smith, and if you ever watch PAC TV, I'm sure you've seen me before and you know where I'm going with this. I've noticed that, first of all, I don't understand why this is at 4:30, and it really disappoints me that other people, citizens, aren't here to be able to come and speak on their behalf also, but I'm sure they have jobs they have to attend. So 4:30, it seems to me, is not a really good time to be doing this. The constant tax yield rate is going to be suggested to be increased by 2.63%, which will result in another $500,000 of new real property tax revenues. And instead of jiggling with the rate, we're just going to keep the increase in appraised values to base the rate on as opposed to reduce the real tax rate to 0.980%, or cents. In other words, keeping your property taxes the same. So, once again, property taxes going up. Sewer rates have already gone up. What am I just, not sewer rates yet?
No, we're taking each one individually, so.
Okay. It's an interesting way to jiggle it, but it's even more interesting that everything goes up and up. Salaries went up, government's gone up. We have a town of 30 to 33,000. We have a full-time mayor, we have city administrator, we have 2 deputy administrators. It seems like a lot of people, because I looked on equal population towns or even above, and they don't have that much bureaucracy. I'm at a loss to find out, I mean, other than giveaways, like trying to have another public housing project in here with an abatement or a waiver for the affordable housing fees at $2,000. And then in addition to the sewer hookup fees reduced, giving away another $500,000 for that, for the combined amount. It's just my opinion that it should be better managed, and once again, I guess people are just gonna look at their tax bills and go, oh, well, you can't fight City Hall. Let's hope somebody out there will come in and start trying to fight City Hall, or at least demand pertinent explanations for a lot of this increase in government with a minimal increase in population and services. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Just 2 minor corrections. 1, there is no tax increase this year. And 2, the vote for the waivers failed and was not passed. Other than that,
I'm here. Thank you. What do you mean tax increase? But the appraisal amount went up, right? So the taxes will go up.
No, the taxes, Rob, the taxes will not go up. What will happen is that there will be,
An increase because of increased property.
yeah, the property taxes will not go up. The value of the property has gone up, but it is still the same tax rate as it was
Okay, well,
last year.
That means that
Right,
you could, one basket of this, one basket of that in the same basket.
true, but I just wanted to be clear, and they were saying it publicly, that the tax rate on property is staying the
All right,
same.
I'm sorry. Taxes are going up, period.
okay. There's no one else to speak. I will close the public hearing on ordinance number 2482. I'll now ask Mr. Tillman to present ordinance number 2483.
This is, 2483 is an ordinance of the City of Salisbury to amend water and sewer rates to increase rates by 8% and making said changes effective for all bills dated October 1st, 2018 and thereafter, unless and until subsequently revised or changed. Whereas the water and sewer rates must be revised in accordance with the proposed fiscal year 2019 budget of the City of Salisbury and the appropriations thereby made and established for the purposes of the water and sewer departments, now therefore be it ordained and enacted by the council of the City of Salisbury that the following water and sewer schedule be adopted by the City of Salisbury. Now, I went through and read every one of those at the initial one. Do you want me to read them all again today?
I don't think that's necessary. I think and it's on the website.
The attached sheets describe each of the rates and what the changes will be in the coming year.
If anyone wants to speak on this ordinance, ordinance number 2483, please go to the podium. Yes, before, I'll open the
sorry.
public hearing. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. Let's see. 8%. Seriously. That's all I got to say. They've already increased in the past year. 2%. Went from 2017, what was it? Water rate went from 1989 to 2138. Sewer rate went from 4912 to 5281. Trash rate went from $19 to $36. And now they want to add 8% on top of that. When does it end? Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak? If not, I'll close the public hearing on ordinance number 2483. I will now ask Mark Tillman to present ordinance number 2484.
This is the ordinance of the City of Salisbury to set fees for FY 2019 and thereafter unless and until subsequently revised or changed. Whereas the fees charged by the city are reviewed and then revised in accordance with the adoption of the fiscal year 2019 budget of the City of Salisbury. And whereas the fees listed in the attached FY 2019 fee schedule Exhibit 1 are an attempt to identify and list all fees, some of which are revised in accordance with the adoption fiscal year 2019 budget of the City of Salisbury, and whereas some of the fees may have been inadvertently omitted from the schedule, any existing fees not listed in FY 2019 fee schedule shall remain as currently set forth in the Salisbury Municipal Code. Now therefore be it ordained and enacted by the Council of the City of Salisbury that the fee amounts included in the attached Exhibit 1 FY 2019 fee schedule shall be adopted by the City of Salisbury, and the amounts set forth therein shall supersede the corresponding fee amounts prescribed in the Salisbury Municipal Code until one or more of the said fees are subsequently amended.
I'll now open the public hearing for ordinance number 2484. Anyone in the audience want to speak, please go to the podium. Seeing no one who wants to speak, I will close the public hearing on ordinance number 2484. At this time, I'd ask Mr. Tillman to provide an overview of the constant yield. Mr. Tillman?
Yes, Maryland state law requires that whenever the amount of taxes collected in the coming fiscal year are going to exceed the amount collected in the previous year, even where there is no actual increase in the rate, that be treated as an increase in proposed real property taxes and that notice be given pursuant to Maryland law. That notice was given, and as a result, a public hearing was set for this evening. The summary is that for the tax year beginning July 1, the estimated real property assessable base will increase by 2.63% from $1,799,231,727 to $1,846,615,198. And where the city has chosen to maintain the current tax rate of 0.9832 per 100 of assessed real property tax revenues, that will result in a revenue increase of 2.63%, or a total of $465,874 in new real property taxes above and beyond the prior fiscal year. And so that's where we are. That's why a public hearing was held this evening, and that's what is currently in the proposed budget ordinance.
Thank you, Mr. Tillman. At this time, I'm going to announce that on the second reading and vote for the budget, the fees, and the water and sewer will be on May 29th. May 29th, Tuesday. That's a Tuesday, not a Monday. That's the Tuesday after Memorial Day. And that will be the vote. So anyone who wishes to be here for that, it's Tuesday, May 29th at 6 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Tillman.
Thank you.
If there is, Ms.
Need
Nichols?
to open the public hearing and close it for the,
Oh, yes. Okay. I thought we did the public hearing on May
for the
4th.
constant yield.
Oh, the constant yield. That's what we didn't do. All right. I'll now open the public hearing for constant yield. Anybody wishing to speak? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing on constant yield. And if there's no other business, this will adjourn this meeting. There will be a work session to follow. Thank you, everyone.